I think I'm recording. I must be. But, okay, yes, I am. Okay, I am Brenda Hammon, and I am the author of the book, Hear Me, and it is backwards still.
No, it's not. I can see it.
Oh, can you see it? Is it right?
Yes, it's correct.
Oh, okay, there you go.
For me, anyway.
There you go. So I am here today with the lovely Marta Clay, and Marta and her husband Don have a business in the life insurance industry, and it's Primerica Financial Services. And Marta and I met, how long ago has it been now?
Oh gosh, 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah, somewhere. We met at a Ducks Unlimited function, and Marta looked at me like I was some crazy lunatic because I kept texting on somebody else's phone that he bought a chainsaw and a gun or something.
Well, no. My deal is that I didn't get to be involved because I didn't know you girls well enough, and I thought I don't want to put myself out there and they think I'm really weird.
Yeah. So
I would have, if I'd have known you better, I would have joined right in. So anyway.
So anyway, ever since then, Marta and I have become very good friends in the most strangest ways and some ways. Would you not agree?
That is true. We won't even go there because this interview will not be long enough for that.
So when I started to write my books, Marta came on board, and she has bought my books in bulk, and she gives them out to her friends. And can you share with us, Marta, why you do that?
Well, I didn't know why in the beginning, because I thought, well, I just want to help Brenda out because she's my friend, and this is a cause that's dear to her heart. And I thought, this is something that my little way of helping. So I buy them, as Brenda said, I buy them in bulk and I hand them out to people. And I don't care it doesn't matter what their past is, because I found out at an event that Brenda and I did together that there is a stigma associated with this. And I am not shy. And and these ladies were very rude at this event, and I called them out on it. They acted like if they touched the book that it was that, this sort of thing that happened to Brenda with the sexual abuse was going to jump on them. And I asked them, do you think that's what's going to happen? And of course they immediately got away from me because, I'm very weird. But I was appalled that people in this day and age would act like that. It's not like something that is under the carpet anymore, but I guess it still is in some respect because people they won't acknowledge it, that this is an actual thing that happens. I guess it's an affront to them because they've never been around anyone that has had that happen to them. Plus the fact that Brenda is such a strong person now that she hasn't went under and got under a rock somewhere and nobody can touch her then. So anyway, that's my story on the multiple books, because I feel like the more we get it out there to people, the more understanding there will be, and the more people will embrace the fact that this happens to people and it needs to stop.
Yeah. It does need to stop. And yeah, it was a crazy event that time because people were almost running the other way when
yes, yeah, with me chasing them, and that wasn't very nice. But anyway, whatever.
It was a story about sexual abuse. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, and then I became a stalker, so I guess that.
Yeah, it was a bit crazy.
Yeah, so, it was good. It was good. It was good.
Yeah. So what we are doing now is we are actually creating a video with Roseanne Lambert, who it's called Flipping Pictures. And we needed to have some voiceover characters that were going to portray people in the video of my life. And Martha's son, Curtis, does voice makeovers. He has a little business that he has started. And we had I had suggested to Roseanne that maybe she contact Marta and Curtis and see if we could use Curtis as the abuser's voice, which is kind of crazy because Curtis is such a timid and shy young man who has a higher voice than what the character needed to be. And we had many takes at it, and I sent off to Marta. I said, he needs to sound more like Brad Pitt, because that's the only actor I can think of. So,
yes, and it's hard for me to think my son in terms of Brad Pitt. You know, that's Brenda. That was like pushing the envelope there.
Yeah. Curtis did an amazing job. Like, he was able to capture the voice of a man that was being an abuser, and I must give kudos because he was absolutely fantastic. So if you want to tell us a little bit about Curtis's business, maybe there's somebody out there that could use his services again.
Sure, I'll just give you a little background. Curtis started his business almost 4 years ago. I homeschooled him from the 6th grade on because he was one of those kids. He's different, and of course he was bullied. So I am not going to have that because, you know, I had him. So if anybody's going to bully him, I'm going to bully him. So, you know, I can't let other people do it. But anyway, yeah, so I brought him home. He was in well, that's the way I look at it. He's mine, so I can't share in that respect. But anyway, so I from the grade 6 on, I homeschooled him. And, you know, when he reached the age of 16, I was like, okay, mom's tired of this, so, you know, you need to get this done. So, yeah, I graduated him from the 12th grade at age 16, and he immediately started working with a voiceover coach in Denver, Colorado. And, yeah, so it just kind of went from there. He auditions daily and has got, you know, several different jobs and things. I mean, there's many things that's in this. And he also has his own website now. It's under CurtisClayVoiceovers.com. So he has many demos on there, and yeah, he's looking forward. I mean, yeah, he's young. He's not even 20 yet, and he's looking forward, and he's looking for people that are interested in whatever he might be able to offer to them. He has a lot of voice ranges, and, you know, in fact, there are many times that when he does a demo, if they play it and I don't even realize it's him. So he does have quite a voice range he can do accents and so forth. So, yeah. And he does not have a Southern accent. I know you find that hard to believe, but considering my voice, but he does not. So, but yeah, he's looking for people that are looking for him. So I encourage anyone that might be interested in that, because there's a wide range of things that voiceover actors do that, yeah, they just go on there and have a listen to what he does.
There you go. Well, thank you very much for that. And Megan, is there anything you would like to add to this great conversation we're having?
Well, I mean, it sounds as if I've been having a great time just listening to you here, and I do love the Southern accent. It's fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Then Brenda needs to step out of the picture so that you and I can have a conversation then, because this is not about Brenda anymore.
I'm not too sure if it was.
That's true. But this is how, you know, Megan, this is how Brenda and I, this is like, yeah, this is every time we get together. So Bud and Dawn have no say whatsoever, and Brenda and I just carry it. So that's just how it is.
Fantastic. For sure, for sure. So, I mean, it's great that you've been such a great supporter of Brenda and bought her books in bulk. And, you know, it's really exciting that she's got this new one coming out, which,
yes, it is.
You know, you have mentioned like how it's such an important issue and it really does need to be shared. So,
yes, it does.
Absolutely. And hopefully people could see that by sharing the story and building more awareness that it does help. It helps a lot of people.
Well, and like I said, Brenda is such a great advocate for it, because a lot of people that this has been done to, of course, me personally, I've never, thankfully, been exposed to anything like that on a personal level, but that people can see that people can live a great life after the fact. And most of it is by choice. You have to choose to get beyond that instead of dwelling in it and just saying, okay, well, I'm going to have my own little pity party and this is what we're going to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and Brenda's she's the epitome of that. I mean, she's not going to sit around and just let this thing overcome her. Not that she hasn't wanted to at times. I mean, we all have those bad days, but that's not the type of person she is.
Absolutely. It's true. Brenda has a wicked sense of humor. That much I know about her.
I know. You know, I'm so glad that Brenda likes me, because I would be very scared if she didn't. And I'm the same way. People are scared of me until they get to know me, because I mean, us women that are very strong.
Yeah.
That people, and it's not just men, people are intimidated by us.
Yeah. Very strong, successful women are a powerhouse. And I think with the subject of sexual abuse and physical and mental abuse, you have to embrace who you are, and you have to be able to surge forward. And I know that not everybody who has been abused can do that. So I am willing to be their voice. I'm willing to stand up and say, you know, enough is enough, and scream from the rooftop if I have to, that this sort of thing needs to stop. And kicking down the walls and breaking the cycle is the biggest thing that a person can do inside their own family.
That's right.
And once you do that, then you are good to go, because now you are setting it up for future generations to be able to not have the same thing repeated and repeated and repeated. And it's not going to happen with my daughters, and it's not going to happen with my grandchildren. And from now on, that cycle has stopped, but I had to stop it. And
somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it.
Yeah. So
I cannot imagine. Yeah. I cannot imagine your daughters, your granddaughters going to have them go through that. I just can't. Knowing those girls, I just can't see it.
No. And I mean, and I made sure that it never did happen to them when they were younger. And I think when you're kicking down the walls of silence and you're breaking the cycle, you have to start in one spot, and that's yourself. And for all of the women out there, they have to stop. Because with my mom, it didn't stop.
Nope.
It happened to my mom. It happened to me. And, you know, you have to break the cycle. Otherwise, it just keeps on going and going and going. So hopefully that my books are going to be able to help people stop the cycle within their own families and within their own communities. And that would be my biggest gift that I can give anybody.
That's true. That's very true.
Absolutely.
So I guess that will conclude this interview. And we will have more interviews as we go along through the day. So anyway, sayonara, everybody. And Marta, it was great having you on, and I love what you do, and I love that you support me.
Thank you so much.
And I
love you, Brenda, to the moon and back, my dear.
Yeah, thank you very much, and love you that. And Megan, thank you for being the disembodied voice, but we actually did get to see your face. So that was good. So, and it says my internet is unstable.
I figured I'd leave the camera on.
There you go. So anyway, up and on to the next.
Thank you, everyone.
And thank you a lot. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye now.